What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 27 of Fight Geeks, or season 2, episode 2.
Yeah, whatever you want to go by.
Whatever you want to go by, don't matter. We're gonna keep on the grind.
Yeah, but we're back a week after UFC 278. It was exactly 1 week ago today.
Crazy that it was already a week, by the way. Like,
I know. Does it feel longer to you or
I think
shorter?
ever since we got our new jobs, like obviously,
yeah, ever since we got jobs,
the podcast was fine before. I remember us talking about like it's already been a week. But bro, the weeks just go by so fast.
No, now it's like it's already
when
been
I'm in them,
year.
I feel like they're long. But when I'm on the day of like thinking about the week before, I feel like it goes by so fast. I'm like, yo, me and Matt just bought this futon.
And now it's already basically a year next week since we started Fight Geeks.
Right. We were at the Bills
It
game.
doesn't even feel like it's been a
Bills
year.
country. Let's ride.
Yep, that's our catchphrase.
But yeah, guys, episode 27 here. Last week, y'all saw probably our Instagram and shit. The fights were crazy and new.
Yep, we got two and news. We got some lightweight stuff to talk about. We got retirement.
Oh yeah,
Frankie Edgar.
So let's
happy
just start off with like, the card. Dan Hooker with this comeback win, baby, against an absolute bot. Like, what was that? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that. I've never watched that guy fight before, so I'm not sure if this was like a joke. Like, this was almost disrespectful to Dan Hooker to give him this fight because Dan Hooker has only lost to top guys, and I don't know like what was going on with that fight, but like he didn't deserve that fight. I mean, he won. He got his comeback win. He seemed happy about it, but like, did he have fun winning the fight like that? Like, the dude just sat down. Never saw him fight before. I don't know if that's how he is, but like that was weird. But like,
yeah, that was
nonetheless a dub for Dan Hooker.
That was Claudio Puelles.
Yeah, like, what has he ever fought in the UFC? Like, what
I don't know.
That?
But you guys will probably roast us for
What was the fight after that?
After that, it was Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez.
Frankie Edgar knocked out cold.
Flying knee.
I mean, you can't be mad at it. I mean, they gave him low-key, like, they gave him a good fighter. It's his last fight. Frankie Edgar's gotten, what is he in his last 5?
I know
he's negative.
Bro.
I know he's negative. Yeah, so we went 1-4 in his last 5. And he got, oh my God, look at that. So, before the fight with Chito Vera, this was in February of 2021, he lost to a flying knee KO 30 seconds into the first round. 30 seconds into the first round.
Oh my God.
The second fight, he got front kick to the face, KO'd clean, just as bad as Tony Ferguson in his fight against Marlon Vera last year. And then he just got flying knee KO'd clean again against Chris.
Yeah, wow, so a tough way out for Frankie, but
nonetheless, one of the better fighters.
Have a good retirement.
He somehow you could say former champ, but his record's 23-11. I'm just saying, like, former champ, but he's 23-11.
What are the odds do you think that he fights Jake Paul in the boxing ring?
I hope he doesn't. He doesn't know, dude. He's
probably
like
very high.
He's a bantamweight, bro. Jake Paul's like 200 pounds. But Dustin Poirier and Chandler, absolute banger fight. I mean, guys, if you're gonna watch Chandler fight, you're not gonna see a boring fight. I mean, ever since he's joined the UFC, he has not had a bad fight. Now, one fight was boring. He's hurt his opponent in every single fight that he's had.
But the one thing about Chandler, listen, like, I'm a fan. I'm sure you're a fan whenever he fights, but he needs to start flipping the narrative to, like, he needs to start winning these fights of the years, fights of the nights. So, you know what I mean? If he starts winning these, he'll be like a.
I think
he'll be a problem in the lightweight division.
Top contender, like, if he wants to go for that, but I don't think he's going for that. He's a fighter that literally goes out there and performs.
Just to fight, yeah. Because now he wants to fight McGregor, so that won't have any title things.
He's one of those very few fighters. If you're on this list, like, it's very rare. All right, very few fighters cannot win or lose to still have the fans, like, respect.
True.
That was a bad way of saying it, but, like, basically,
no, like,
what I should have said is a win or loss doesn't matter to them. And I feel like Chandler's in that spot where he could win or lose, and it really honestly doesn't matter. Connor, win or lose, it does not matter. Oliveira can win or lose.
Even Poirier, there's some diehard Poirier fans. Nate Diaz
can win or no. This gets to what I was going to say. Nate Diaz can win or lose. Doesn't matter. Nick Diaz. There's only a few fighters.
Yeah, like the legends can.
There's only a very few fighters.
Even if John Jones came back and lost.
Chael Sonnen on his podcast, on his YouTube channel, came out and said, which I still rock with him because Chael Sonnen's not the biggest fan of McGregor. And he was saying Dustin Poirier is trying to get like the McGregor narrative because he's trying to make it, and that's basically copied him when I said that. He's trying to make it seem like, or like he wants this. He thinks Dustin Poirier is trying to go for that status of he doesn't need to win or lose to matter. He's like trying to act more like Conor because yeah, dude, like Conor even said it in the group chat, and you agreed that like how is he humble before the fight and then whatever in defeat? Like,
and then he's talking smack in the interview
dude doesn't
with
talk
Ariel.
smack until he wins. It's like, and then that's why Connor sent that to us in the first place.
Fake nice guy is what
fake nice guy, and that's what Chael Sonnen is like trying to say. Like, what is he doing with this? Like, because how are you gonna talk about how he's cheating after the fight, even when you won? Like, who cares, bro? You literally just won, and you're going on the mic talking about how he's cheating. Like, what? Like, who cares, bro? No one. I'm sorry, but
plus, I mean, you won. Yeah, Dustin Poirier won. So I mean,
and Chandler actually said something in the post-fight interview. He goes, "He's not as graceful as I thought he should have been. He said something I didn't really like."
That's probably what
the thing was. As soon as he goes up to him after the fight, just where he literally just choked him out, and he goes up to him, he's like, "You're a scumbag, but like respect, but you're still a scumbag." Like, bro, who cares? You're literally going out there to try and kill someone. They're not going to fight by the rules, bro. Like, you're in there to fight. You're going to get mad that he fish hooked you, bro?
Especially with Dustin Poirier being in the game this long, bro. Like, just, I don't know.
Like, are you dumb? There's going to be cheaters. Like, everyone's going to cheat. Everyone grabs that. You're going to tell me on the fence you don't put your fingers in there? Come on. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. But, yeah. I've only really disliked Poirier because my favorite fighter, you know, they had the craziest...
Had the longest
one of the
run
craziest,
fighting that dude, yeah.
What do you call that?
Like
rivalry.
Yeah, one of the longest running rivalries in the UFC
so
ever.
I just don't like Poirier because of that. But like as a fighter, I respected him. But now, like he used to be humble, and now he's just like after a win, he still talks shit. It's just confusing to me.
Especially considering like, sorry Dustin, but like you're a journeyman, bro. Like,
right? Like, bro,
I don't see him touching a UFC title in his career.
He chokes every title fight, and now that Islam's the champ, his last chance was Oliveira. His last chance was Oliveira.
Yeah,
he's not beating Islam Makhachev.
Yeah.
This was a weird way of putting it, and I think you might agree with me. So, I thought Dustin versus Chandler probably gets the title shot if you win. I mean, right? Like, who else does Dustin have to beat? Dustin's beat everyone else pretty much. I mean, Chandler would have to get another win, but I think Dustin Poirier might get a title shot off this. Now, here's my thing: is I think for Islam Makhachev, I think Chandler had a better chance of beating Makhachev than Poirier did, but I thought Poirier was going to beat Michael Chandler. Makes sense. So like. Because that's where it's like styles make fights. Like I think Poirier, like deep down, I knew Poirier was probably going to win, right? And he did. But it's like I think Chandler had a better shot against Makhachev than Poirier has against Makhachev. Because like
I could see that. I mean, Chandler is like
Dustin Loki had a chin.
Legit college wrestler.
Oh yeah, fucking
you know
with his
mean?
backhanded compliment where he was like, "Good thing he throws hooks because if he threw straight, would have got me out of there." What? That's such like.
Would you say
it's like
that
a backhanded compliment? Like you just said how good his striking is, but like if you, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's just fake nice guy. But would you say that the first round of that fight was the greatest? Let's say striking round.
Oh, that was in
UFC history.
That was one of the better rounds I've ever seen.
That first round was.
There's nothing like
insane.
A Chandler first round.
Facts.
There's nothing like a Chandler first round. Like
yeah, I don't know who was saying it when we were watching it, but like, I knew that Chandler always does this. He always goes crazy in the first round. Obviously, Tony Ferguson's the exception, but
I agree. He always goes crazy in the first round, and it's like what you said. Like if he'd like turn this mentality into like actually winning, like he could be a top contender and a problem, which he is a problem. But I think if he was just a little more like concerned about his stamina and like where every shot that he throws is a power shot, like you said, he probably could be a title contender right away. But he just goes out there and just throws.
It's just like all. It's like literally life or death. It's respect.
Yeah,
but
it's 100 off the rip. He doesn't like feel his opponent out. It's 100 off rip. Like, and if he just changed up a little bit,
0 to 100,
like Matt said. But like, then again, not every fighter needs to win to stay relevant. And you see it with Chandler, everyone loves him. So.
Surprisingly, honestly,
he's taking a break, so he deserves it. He's fought like fucking so many times.
And I feel like whoever Chandler fights also has to take like a 6-month break just because they get.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit
bro.
beat
like,
out
Poirier,
of him.
bro. As good as Poirier is, like, dude, Chandler messed him up. Like that was a winnable fight for Chandler. Chandler was absolutely dead at the end of round 1, and somehow still managed to win round 2. Those are scary fighters. But you know, Dustin Poirier, you got the best of him round 3. But the last fight, the main card, and
we forgot.
Are you fucking
someone?
What?
Zhang Weili is back.
My God.
The queen is back.
Guys, we knew. I mean, you saw it when Carlos Espana was standing there like this for like 15 minutes before the fight started. Like, we saw it, guys.
We knew she was going to be the contender, but I posted a poll on Instagram earlier. What do you think she'll have? 0 defenses, so she gets beat her next fight. 1 to 3, 4+, or she's never losing that title until she retires.
I think.
Because, like Let me search up the strawweight division real quick just to see
3
who's
plus,
in there.
because I think Rose probably beats her.
You think she does?
Well,
again?
because like everyone's sleeping on Rose just because you're in the worst UFC fight of all time, and like my like list, like the worst UFC fight of all time, the worst UFC fight I've ever seen of all time. Not even like women's man, like everything combined, like that is the worst fighting sport like fight I've seen in combat sports. Like goddamn. Besides the point,
I couldn't believe that.
People are denying that she's not a killer. I mean, do you see her highlight reel before the fights? I mean, she's knocked out people so many times. Like, she's not a boring fighter. I don't know what happened in that fight. And Carla Esparza's not even bad either. She was the first UFC champ, I'm pretty sure.
I think it might just be a bad matchup.
You know how long Carla Esparza has been in the game? She was one of the first UFC champions.
She was champ before,
so long ago, and she just, I don't even know.
12 or something years ago, maybe.
But yeah, I got Zhang defending it like 3 times.
Yeah,
I honestly don't know. I think she could beat Rose, but because the last fight, I honestly think Zhang won, but like, I don't even know.
This is what people are saying. 12%. So
1 to 3. I actually like that.
19 people say 0. 72 say 1 to 3 defenses. 31 people say 4+, and then 31 say that she will hold the belt till retirement, which I don't think she will hold it till retirement. But I don't,
because there's a lot of women fighters that are like correct.
I mean, 1 to 3 is pretty general too, so I'm not really surprised that that's winning.
Middleweight division and new. I mean, Izzy can't beat him.
It's like it must just be like a curse or something because
it's just one of these weird situations, right, where the better fighter loses. You see it. You don't see it a lot, but it's been happening a lot in these last 3 months. I think in these 3 months we've seen the top 3 guys fall from the
in the 5th round
rankings.
too.
We got Izzy,
5th round.
Usman, and who else lost? The lightweight.
I think they were counting.
The lightweight belt's going crazy.
Yeah, they were counting Oliveira.
They were counting Oliveira. So like, think about that, bro. The like, what is going on right now in the UFC?
Will Francis lose next?
I take that back. I said it's a situation where the better fighter loses. I don't think Oliveira was technically better than Makhachev.
True.
But like, you see it in the fight, right? Izzy was the more accurate, the more like just better everywhere. He was beating him on the ground. I mean, Pereira's a big guy, and Izzy was able to work with him on the ground. Think about Jan, who doesn't even wrestle, who was able to just lay on Izzy. So you saw improvement from Izzy on the ground there. Because before
that was probably one of Izzy's best performances, but he lost.
Yeah, exactly. Before it's like big bro sits on Izzy Jan's not experienced on the ground, and he was just able to work it. And then he was able to work Pereira, who someone was way bigger. Like you saw Pereira's size; he's huge.
I know I remember when he posted his weight. It was like before the fight. It was like 224 or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So Izzy was impressing me. This is everything what I thought the fight would be. I thought it was going to be.
That was probably my favorite Izzy fight.
Being Pereira, more like Paulo Costa, where he actually comes in and Izzy actually has to show what he can really do with his counter strikes. And you saw it was beautiful. You saw him hypothetically, if rounds were 5 minutes and 6 seconds, he was done in the first round. We saw that hook land. He was out. He was literally out. So, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, that was such an entertaining fight. Izzy actually had me entertained.
Yeah, I was entertained the full fight.
I mean, the last time
I was entertained the whole card. That card was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that card was amazing. The last time I couldn't even watch an Izzy fight. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Do what you got to do to keep the belt. But I like the fights because Izzy is good.
I like the fights where they actually fight.
When people press him, and his counters are crazy, but he got caught. And
yeah.
So in the rematch, I would probably take Izzy. But then again,
yeah, I would probably take Izzy as well. But you never know. It could be legitimately like a curse
it could
somehow.
Legit be like a curse. And, I like all the memes I've been seeing.
Yeah, the memes are the best.
Because her sister
I'm trying to think of
made her MMA debut, and then someone goes, Izzy has a sister, and it's just a picture of Alex Pereira's sister.
She actually lost her MMA debut, but guess who else lost their MMA debut?
Who?
Alex Pereira.
He did? Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So, or his pro MMA debut. That's not UFC, I don't believe.
Oh.
I believe he's undefeated in the UFC. Or else he wouldn't have had that title shot. But
dude, wanna know what's crazy? It's there's a reason why everyone's saying that the top 5 lightweights, the top 5 middleweights beat Pereira. I mean, I'm seeing people say that. People are like, Rob would smoke him. Who else is the top 5 middleweight?
Vettori, Cannonier.
Vittori's going to smoke him, right? He's going to take him down. I mean, Cannonier, all right, Cannonier.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't watched enough Cannonier.
I honestly do have Rob beating Pereira. I have Marvin Vettori. I have it to throw up because if he can take him down, and judging off that Izzy fight, it's okay, Marvin Vettori should be able to easily take him down if literally Izzy was able to. So like then I'd probably low-key go Izzy or not Izzy, Vettori. But that fight's it's still crazy. Yo, you saw he got the tattoos, guys. So he's got his belt from like kickboxing,
the glory belt,
and then he's got UFC belt. It's so fire. It's so fire.
It's not finished yet, but when it is, we'll have a Instagram up.
I mean, even if he loses, like it's just like a thing that he got.
Yeah, if you win that belt, you're always a champ.
UFC lightweight champion, but like,
unless you win it,
the UFC champion. But that fight's crazy, guys. I can't wait to see the rematch. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to do a rematch right off rip? I honestly would say yeah. I mean, I think you have to. I think
yeah.
I think it's just respect to the champion. That's like they just defended their belt 5+ times. I mean, they're literally going down as people are calling him the GOAT. The GOAT. People are literally saying he's the greatest middleweight of all time, which is a bold claim. So you got to give him the rematch there. Usman, same there. You got to give the rematch. I mean, his loss was even like worse.
2023 is going to be great.
Do you agree with me there? His loss was like worse.
Usman's?
Like Izzy was still standing. Like
Usman was.
Izzy was able
totally
to talk
worse.
and know what happened going out of the fight.
Yeah, but there is the point to make that Usman was winning that whole fight as well, though.
Like he lost the first round.
True, when he got taken down and shit. Yeah.
I had 3-1 Izzy going into the fifth, and I had 3-1 Usman going into the fifth.
Okay.
So like, as much as like the fights were similar, but like I just had Izzy. Like Izzy got finished, and then was able to like stand up, go out of the octagon, know what was happening, accept his loss, like dirty like that, bowed in the center of the octagon. Usman says he doesn't even remember until he woke up in the ambulance, bro. He doesn't remember that. That loss is so much harder on you, bro. When you get KO'd like that,
he was doing shit.
Like at least Izzy can be like, okay, this guy can't knock me out anymore. I mean, Izzy has a chin. And I think he would take the rematch. I mean, people didn't give Izzy his flowers until after he fucking lost.
But y'all got to stop hating on the ref for stopping that.
At the end of the day,
Izzy wasn't defending himself.
I don't even care if it's the best fight I'm ever seeing and the ref stops it because he thought he saw something. The ref's job is to protect the fighters, man. Yep. If he thinks he sees something, and let's just take a fighter that obviously makes shitty calls all the time, but if he sees something, like, he makes a bad call, like, you can be mad in the moment, but you can't go tweeting at him, like, sending it, like, no, bro. The fighter,
especially the ref.
His job is to fucking save lives, like,
and it's just for y'all's entertainment. So y'all got to chill sometimes. Like we know you got money on the line. Some people,
lives. Like, a fighter could be doing the dirtiest of moves in there. Like, the ref's gonna, like, he might have to call it. But yeah, that's UFC 281.
And that actually leads me. Speaking of like Pereira, to something that just happened today on the ESPN. They interviewed Khamzat Chimaev, and he basically laid out his plans for 2023. So, first off, he wants to fight Alex Pereira in Brazil on January 20-something. January 20-something. But basically, at UFC 283, he wants to fight Alex Pereira for the title.
And then he wants to go
basically skipping Izzy.
He wants to skip Izzy.
He wants to skip Izzy for the rematch, face Alex Pereira, go back down the welterweight, fight Colby, then I'm assuming fight the winner of Leon Usman, try to become a double champ.
Dude, Khamzat's got to chill. He almost got beat by Gilbert Burns.
No, I think he has to chill, take this one fight at a time, and not like, because yes, Khamzat he's this killer, he's crazy, but like he has been like his last win's Kevin Holland, bro, like. And he beat Gilbert Burns, you know what I mean?
He barely beat Gilbert Burns.
So I think he's overhyped, in my opinion.
I don't know if he's overhyped, but overhyped in terms of, like, I don't think that's...
Like,
I don't think he's going to get all what he's asking for right now.
I know, he's a household name because he's like, outlandish as hell.
Dude can't make weight.
He can't make weight. He's 1,000 fights at every event,
So what you got to do right now, if you're Dana White, you cannot give him a title shot unless you want to lose every respective, like, every UFC person ever. Because... it's cool to make calls when people are draws. Like, Masvidal got the second shot against Usman, which never should have happened. But for someone like Khamzat Chimaev, who can't make weight and is very unprofessional right now, and is going up and down in weight division, you can't just give him a title
fighting
shot.
People in the back,
let him fight like a top 3 contender, and then give him a title shot after that. Like,
because honestly,
see if he can make weight, and like you can't. I mean, he's the reason why the fucking press conference was canceled that day. Yeah. So, like, you can't give him a title shot.
And personally, I think that I don't think he would beat any top 3 middleweights. Do you think he could beat Vettori, Whitaker, Izzy, or I guess top 4?
Who?
Do you think he could beat Vettori, Whitaker, Izzy, or Pereira? Khamzat? Personally, I don't think he could.
I think he might beat Izzy.
Maybe Vettori.
He's definitely beating Pereira.
Really? You think he is?
Well, because the wrestling. Pereira had 0 wrestling. I mean, you had Izzy out wrestling Pereira, who's bigger than him. When you're wrestling someone who's better than you and
that's
you
true.
Aren't that experienced, both guys, and Izzy's, I mean, that's how I see it. Somebody else told me something different, but I think he beats Pereira. I think he might beat Izzy. I think Izzy might catch him, though. Because Hamza, there was no doubt, he was gassed at like round 2 with Burns.
Yeah, for sure.
These guys are used to going 5 rounds. I mean, Pereira was a kickboxer. He's used to going high rounds. Like, that's why, I mean, he might have been gassed in that fight, but
Same
he was
with
chilling.
Izzy, too.
People were sleeping on him. He's like, oh, his first 5-round fight. No, who cares? He was a kickboxer. He's used to going in these high pressure
And he trained for a 5-round fight.
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
yeah, some people aren't prepared, but...
like, whatever. Maybe he took round 3 off. That was his plan. But, no, that's funny. I think he beats Pereira. I think Izzy might catch him. I think Izzy's a toss-up. I think you'd find out in the first minute of the match who's going to win. But I wouldn't say right now, before the fight starts,
Whitaker would beat him,
50-50. I think,
in my opinion.
You think Whitaker would beat Hamza? I think that'd be a war. I think Whitaker
might be a war.
It's going to be a war.
I don't think Hamza should face Pierre. I mean, that's skipping Izzy and basically Whitaker, too. I feel like Whitaker should definitely try to, if Pierre does beat Izzy again, Whitaker needs to be in there, bro.
He's not looking past Paulo, but, like, you know, he wants that shot at Pereira.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to see that fight, too.
It's a way better matchup than fucking Izzy, which probably is. I mean, because the thing about Izzy is, like, he's one of those very few fighters, kind of like Anderson Silva, pretty much exactly, where he doesn't throw really power punches. It's just like, you just got hit with 8 punches and you don't know how. I mean, Pereira's got those power shots, insane. Left hook, mink,
so fast, too.
Mink. It's just like, you get hit with like straight up hammer. Izzy's more like, you just get hit like 6 times, you don't even know from where, and you will get caught sometimes. He's not really like a knockout artist unless he really catches you, but like Rob is. And Izzy was tagging up Pereira quite easily. I think if you put someone in there, Rob, and he lands his lead kick, I think the fight's over. Yeah. That's going to be a banger. I want to see that. Rob's been one of my favorite fighters since he fought Darren Till, because Connor introduced me to Darren Till. I always was a McGregor fanboy. Don't care. You know, I'm not going to switch up like people on TikTok. They'd be like, I once was a McGregor fanboy. How were you once?
Yeah, you can't switch up like that.
Like, if
you're a fan, you're a fan. You know what I mean? You can't claim yourself as a fan if you're not going to stay a fan if they lose.
Yeah, but like I was a fan, and then Connor introduced me to Darren Till. I was like, okay, this is my favorite fighter. Connor's my day one OG. He'll always be my favorite, but Darren Till's my other favorite fighter. Then he fought Rob. I was like, he's going to kick his ass. I didn't really know who Rob was. We were at Lucas's grad party, I'm pretty sure. And then Rob beat him. I was like, what the hell? Who is this guy? And then I saw his interview. Rob's so funny. He just says stuff that's so unintentionally funny. I know. And, you know, I became a fan of Rob. And I watched a bunch of his old fights. I was like, yeah, he's a beast. Beat Romero when Romero was the thing. Became champ. It was lit. But, man, that's going to be a bang.
Yeah,
I love seeing Rob fight. Rob versus Paulo. What's your prediction on that, by the way?
I got Rob. I'm going Rob.
Quite easily, because I think...
like, all the way.
I think Rob said it, what I was going to say, if Rob wasn't himself. He said, I think he might be able to bench more than me, but I'm definitely a way better mixed martial artist. Like, that's so true. Paul's just big. Like, and just throws power shots. He just walks you down and throws power shots. I think Rob would just outclass him.
And he couldn't finish he didn't even finish freaking Luke Rockhold, who was probably the most gassed I've ever seen a fighter. Dude, and he couldn't finish him. And he almost got finished by him.
That was so funny. He said, fuck you.
Yeah, he said, fuck you.
Mink. Which that respect to Rockhold, that brings one crazy last fight.
But yeah, Luke Rockhold, he tweeted, I want back in after Sierra won.
Oh shit.
I don't think he should do that after his last fight.
He was probably looking at Izzy like, oh, he's unbeatable at middleweight, which everyone thought.
First thing I did want to say was, after Poirier versus Chandler, I think that Poirier should fight Dariush.
Dude,
in my opinion,
he said that fight doesn't interest him.
I mean, does the title not interest him, bro? Like,
he said that fight doesn't interest him because
what does he want?
His other fights have been way like more entertaining.
Welterweight, maybe.
He just thinks it would be a boring fight. He's basically saying Dariush is irrelevant, which is true. But like, come on,
which is true, but he's in the rankings and he's just got to be treated fairly, like all the other lightweights.
McGregor would fight anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Nah, I could not see McGregor versus Dariush.
Could you imagine that's his fight?
But maybe Chandler, either Chandler or McGregor, which that's like literally 50-50, or Chandler, maybe Fiziev. That could be fire.
Well, Chandler's taking
that would be a war.
McGregor's coming back.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be for a while.
Chandler
maybe Rafael versus Dariush.
Maybe Michael Chandler fights at 170 with Conor.
That would be fire. But yeah, and then so this was yesterday. There was it If you guys you probably aren't familiar with it. It's like a YouTube boxing organization called Misfits Boxing. And Dylan Dennis was there for some reason. Do you know why he was there? Was his brother fighting or something? Or is he fighting?
No, because he likes beefing with YouTubers.
That's literally it. All right. Yeah, and he got punched by Anthony Taylor, who is a ex-Bellator fighter, and I guess he used to be Jake Paul's friend because Jake Paul was roasting him on his
Dylan Dennis
Twitter. Yeah. No, not Dylan Dennis.
Dylan Dennis
Anthony Taylor.
Conor McGregor's boy.
He still is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not like boys right now, but Conor used to fight. Dylan Dennis was in his corner for every single fight.
He was...
Fun fact.
Didn't he get punched in the Khabib fight?
Yeah, Khabib's the one.
Khabib's
No. So basically, the Khabib-Conor fight, Khabib jumped the cage and hit Dylan. He attacked Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, because you could see him in the crowd, like in that video.
It's crazy. He hit him with a flying fucking
this like
face
white hair dye or
Dylan
whatever.
Dennis is a G, but not really.
He's tarnishing his whole reputation.
Mm-hmm. No, basically,
every day.
He went up and slapped KSI and then threw a cold brew at him, and ended up hitting my boy Wade Plem in the face. Like, come on. And then that started it. And Anthony Taylor actually went out there to defend KSI. He's like, why'd you hit him, bro? You can't be doing that. He literally, before that clip that everyone that's going famous right now or going viral, there was like a whole minute before that where Dylan Dennis clearly could have put his hands up or defended himself in any sort of way. And Anthony Taylor was like, what's up? What's up? What's up for like a minute? He threw a jab. He pushed him. And all of a sudden, Mank, you saw the rock.
Yeah, and he fell back into the truck.
Yeah, dude, that truck kept him up. So
everyone was saying like the truck saved his life there.
But boys on our Instagram are
so I accidentally captioned it. Dylan Dennis got sucker punched. I did write Dylan Dennis got punched though on the actual video. So you got to give me some credit there. But yeah, I changed it. Y'all were pissed in the comments.
Chat was mad.
I don't know why.
Dude, there was not really one comment that was different. Every single one said, "You call it a sucker punch?"
Respect to the people that didn't even give a shit because it really doesn't matter. And yeah, but I don't even give a shit either. So
yeah, and stop calling our page trash. Unfollow then. Unfollow. That ass. If you're gonna call it trash, no, because you said that too. You said
I said you follow though. Nah, but honestly, we're probably gonna not post.
Just because I'm not a fucking
deep like into YouTube boxing. You know what I mean? Like maybe like the biggest like if KSI and Jake Paul fight, we'll post about that.
We'll cover the.
But we're not going to be covering like Hasim Rahman Juniors of the world and the Salt Poppies of the world and the Dean the Greats. You know what I mean?
I'll cover that.
We'll leave that up to Happy Punch promo. I think just the one last thing that actually happened over the week was Jorge finally responded to Gilbert Burns, basically saying that he's had like court cases. I'm assuming from the Colby situation, so he hasn't been able to fight, which I guess is a valid excuse, but. I guess they're hoping to fight.
Okay, but he needs to stop acting like he would beat Gilbert Burns. I would not take that fight if I was Jorge. He lost his last like 4 fights.
I feel like Jorge like belongs in a different promotion nowadays. You know what I mean? No offense, bro, but like
Jorge needs a bare knuckle fighter.
Yeah, something like that.
For knocking out Ben Askren.
Some type of like just nothing with like wrestling. He just needs to be in a straight up. Striking.
Dude, he probably would have finished Diaz.
Not boxing though. So yeah, I guess bare knuckle would be cool.
Bare knuckle would be raw.
But yeah, so we might be seeing Jorge and Gilbert soon. I mean, Jorge, you gotta love Jorge though for his response videos. They're always just
they're always so funny,
just like
for no reason.
Savage as fuck. So
He's
respect to Jorge for that. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week.
Let's play a round to Guess That Fighter.
Facts. Yeah, I'm going to get a timer up.
He's got 30 seconds. He's just going to ask me a bunch of questions about fighters. We know what division, gender, race.
Yeah, basically any question.
And we're gonna
it's a UFC fighter though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna be like
guess
Joe.
that UFC fighter.
Guess that.
We're not doing fighter, and
guess
then
that
it'll be like
fighter. UFC edition.
All right, so I'm going to start the stopwatch.
All right.
Do you want to know what we should do for the rules? We should see whoever can get it fastest.
Okay, go.
All right, so I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Is your fighter a boy?
Yes.
Is your fighter in the middleweight division?
Yes.
Is your fighter in the top 5 of the middleweight division?
Probably.
Is your fighter Jared Cannonier?
No.
Has your fighter ever fought Izzy?
Yeah, they all
Has your fighter lost to Izzy?
Yep.
Has your fighter won to Izzy?
No.
Marvin Vittori?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
All right, that was
that was 20 seconds. Okay. Let me think of one real quick. I guess I could still do the timer. Let me go with
Going demon mode.
All right, all right. Tell me when you're ready. Just do 3, 2, 1.
Middleweight.
Yes.
Top 5.
Yes.
Jared Cannonier.
No.
Former champ.
No.
Champ now.
Yes.
Pereira.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, that one was kind of easy.
Yeah, we both got lucky with the weight cuts though.
Plus, champ now is just like, all right, you got it. You know what I mean?
I mean to say that. I forgot that we have that default thing where it's like champ now, but like they've always been a champ. So like if you say champ, yes, that means could be a champ now or former.
It's all right though. We're getting back into it.
All right. We'll do one more.
One more round. Just try to think of a fighter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking one too.
And maybe, guys, in the future we will do this on Instagram Live.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
If like people join in with fighters and we try to guess them.
All right, I got one.
Wait, do you want to just realize we could connect it to here?
I got one.
Okay. Let me get the timer up.
Woo!
So far, like 10 seconds is what you got. So try to beat your own record. Or I'll try to beat my record or yours. 3, 2, 1. Is your fighter a boy?
Yes.
Is your fighter in the lightweight division?
No.
Is your fighter in the heavyweight division?
No.
Light heavyweight?
No.
Middleweight?
No.
Bantamweight?
Yes.
Is your fighter black?
No.
Is your fighter white?
Yes.
Is your fighter bald?
No.
Is your fighter ever fought Aljamain Sterling?
No.
Has your fighter ever fought TJ Dillashaw?
No.
Has your fighter ever fought Chito Vera?
Yes.
Has your fighter beat Chito Vera?
No.
Is their fighter Frankie Edgar?
No.
Dominic Cruz?
No. I went to go pound you.
My bad.
No homo.
Is your fighter fight Chito Vera recently?
No.
Is your fighter Chito Vera?
No.
No.
You never fought him, so sadly.
Oh, okay. Oh, he never fought Chito Vera at all?
No, he did.
Oh, okay. Is your fighter in the top 5 of the bantamweight division?
Yes, sir.
Is your fighter short?
No.
Is your fighter Corey Sandhagen?
No. He's kind of tall, isn't he? I don't know.
He is. Is your fighter fought Peter Yan?
Yes.
Is your fighter Sean O'Malley?
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wait, that was the same round?
That was a
Dude,
minute,
I swear, like,
seconds.
the easiest... Okay.
That was sneaky.
Here.
That was sneaky.
I got a good one. I got a good one, boys.
You just got top 5.
I got a good one, boys.
All right, here we go. Lightweight.
Yes.
Rafael Fiziev.
No.
Woo!
No. No.
Top 5.
No.
Top 10.
No.
Oh, sheesh. Nate Diaz.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Fuck you, dude.
Dude, that's
I was trying to see how far if we could get messed up on that. I think we're just off of that. Nate Diaz, because remember, like, we did back to back. It was like,
I always say Nate Diaz.
dude, when I edited that episode, it was so like funny? So long in between.
Nate Diaz. All right, guys, that was lit. That was kind of good.
But yeah, we'll bring back
the Sean O'Malley one. You might go crazy. That was a clip. Just because, like,
facts, especially
they're probably sitting there, Sean O'Malley,
since it took so long.
That's funny.
But yeah, guys, that was the UFC 281 recap and more.
And more. Dylan
Next
Dennis,
week is the 1 year Fight Geeks.
Next week?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Anniversary, and I think it is your birthday next Friday?
I think so.
It's the 19th today. This is next week.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we got some dope shit ahead of us.
Yes, sir.
But if you guys enjoyed, drop a like on this, comment down below, and subscribe, and peace.